Yeah, I want to do this story because I be driving trucks. I don't drive gasoline. I 20 truck drivers.
In
Check it out.
Philadelphia, shutting down.
And I-95, where they talk about Philadelphia, that's a major artery comes from the East Coast to come in and out. That's where all the freight runs. They rerouted. I know that because that's an artery. And whichever one you want to choose, that's bringing all the freight up and down. I-95, that's heavy freight.
Down
Business.
traffic in both directions. And just moments ago, Pennsylvania's governor said the disruption could last a number of months. The highway collapsed this morning after a tanker truck carrying hundreds of gallons of fuel burst into flames, creating a trail of black smoke. Officials.
It didn't just burst into flames. They say he was trying to make a maneuver and they flipped. They might mention it in this, but I'll find another video. Want me to find another video? Just leave it.
The fire is now under control. A massive slab of concrete fell from the interstate onto the road below.
Look at that. That's a whole section. That's how they build sections like that. See how the section is? It's cut like that, so when it's cold or hot, it can expand. Concrete can expand seasons. That's why it fell like that. It got so hot, it ended up breaking probably. That's why once one piece break, the whole thing gonna fall down.
Remarkably, officials say no one was injured, but one official said runoff from the fire or possibly broken gas lines were causing underground explosions. Motorists were sent on a 43-mile detour today.
Yeah, that's what they say. We'll see. How is it an underground gas explosion? They say he was in a gas truck. The gas truck overturned and exploded.
And that traffic nightmare will continue into Monday and even longer. ABC's Morgan Norwood leads us off from Philadelphia tonight.
Numerous time period, they'll figure it out. They working on it now how to unplug that artery just like when you go have a heart attack. They'll put a stent, whatever, that's what they trying to figure out. How to get that artery flowing again, because that's a mishap. But that driver in trouble. Once they get his whole story, he might be in a lot of trouble. Might not be able to never drive no truck no more.
Tonight, part of the East Coast main highway artery, I-95, closed.
Oh my God, the road's fallen.
After a tanker truck fire caused.
What I said, it's an artery. It's an artery. This is controlling the whole part of the East Coast freight. Anything north of that, Philadelphia, everything south of that, Philadelphia, that's coming up on that lane because that's all you got over there. That gonna take you all the way up from like Massachusetts, whatever the top toward the Canadian border, all the way down to Florida. I-95.
This overpass to collapse in northeast Philadelphia.
This is in the underpass. Something is ignited. Give me 2 more engines.
Authorities responding to reports of the fire just before 6:30 a.m. local time, encountering an inferno raging under the bridge, sending a dark plume of smoke billowing into the.
She's saying that, see how black that smoke is? That means something toxic is burning. It's black like that, it's pitch black. Not a white smoke, it's pitch black. That means something toxic is burning.
Sky. This video appearing to show the overpass buckling, cars still driving on the roadway.
You could feel that the bridge was structurally compromised at that point. It was starting to fall.
Authorities say the northbound side of the highway collapsed minutes after their arrival, and they then contained the.
Yeah, look at it. This is like right when see the other picture they're showing at the end. Showing it off to the government. Now, nobody can go on both sides because one side is compromised. So they got to check the other side, make sure it's not going to be in bad condition.
The fire. Remarkably, no injuries reported from the incident.
Today's going to be a long day, and obviously with 95 northbound gone, and southbound questionable, it's going to be even longer than that.
Travel along the busy.
It's not questionable. They can't use the other side because the one slab just totally failed. Those two things are connected together. They go together when they built it. I don't know what year they have to look into the year. I had to look into the year that it was constructed. They built it together.
The corridor thrown into chaos with heavy machinery now clearing the debris. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro visiting the site late today, coordinating efforts to untangle a travel headache that could last weeks.
The challenges will be real when it comes to traffic movements in the city as a result of this incident.
Morgan joins us now near the scene of that crash. Morgan, you're learning tonight the impact could be.
And that's why whoever the truck driver was, he fired. Fire. All the way fire. You can face some other charges once they find out what really happened. Because the truck, why'd you end up flipping over? Were you going too fast for conditions? That's the first thing they say. The truck driver. Driving license. Was in the car, don't matter. We'll see. This week. We'll revisit this story as it progresses.
Be weeks rather than days.
Rachel, that's right. This stretch of I-95 expected to be shut down for an extended period of time. And look, officials telling me today that they're exploring solutions beyond just detours, right? Things like expanding capacity on existing thoroughfares in order to ease the strain on the roads. As for fully rebuilding this bridge right behind me, well, Rachel, we're looking at months. Rachel?
The travel nightmare continues. Morgan Norwood covering that late-breaking news. Thank you.
The court for me, but first you got to clear out all the debris from this. At the same time, they investigate why the collapse. They're gonna bring in all these people and say, "Hey, this could be that could be good." And all the thing is, dude, was supposed to crash. No tanker under that bridge. They ain't supposed to crash no tanker anyway. So he fired.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thank you.
Fire. Just tell it. Fire. You got fired on your day off?